Hi everybody and welcome to Get Indie Gaming. With the major press events at this year's E3 now over, we've collected 30 of the best game reveals and announcements from the show. With so much to cover, let's get stuck in. At number 30, Overcooked II is the sequel to Overcooked. Here you work with your friends as you prepare meals for customers in a timely fashion without messing up the orders or the kitchen bursting into flames. Overcooked 2 adds new features to this fun and frantic party game, like the ability to throw ingredients, and just like the original, levels will transform over the course of a service. It launches August 7th with local co-op and online play. Number 29. In what looks to be a mix of space exploration and sci-fi fantasy, Outer Wilds sees you explore the depths of space within an open-world, handcrafted solar system that's trapped within an endless loop that resets every 20 minutes. When it does, certain action points and environmental changes will persist. This one comes to the PC and perhaps other consoles towards the end of this year. Number 28. A game first teased last year, Aurora 44 took to Mixer to demo and show off new gameplay footage for Ashen, an action RPG with a unique painted art style with a Souls-like combat and mechanics that'll see you be able to forge relationships with other NPCs. Next up at number 27, we have a tactical strategy game reminding us both of Advance Wars and Fire Emblem. Wargroove sees you moving through stunningly created pixelated maps to battle opposing armies. Cute and seemingly challenging in equal measure. If these kind of strategy games are your thing, Wargroove is certainly one to look out for. Number 26. Already out in early access and Xbox preview since late 2016, and with a new launch trailer showcased at the show, Astra, the space exploration game where players can discover new planets, build bases, vehicles and shape the landscape all within this colourful low poly art style, will see a full launch in December. We've been playing this on and off since launch and look forward to going back into it once the update hits. At number 25, after months of teasing, we got a first proper look at NeoCab, the game from Chance Agency. Billed as an emotional survival game centered around a ride-share driver, players will trade off their own needs with those of their late-night customers. NeoCab launches February 5th onto the PC. Number 24. With 2018 being the year of the Battle Royale game, in Rapture Rejects, up to 100 other players will dive into a world where you'll fight each other until there's only one person left, with the winner being given a meal ticket to, you've guessed it, the Rapture. This one uses Cyanide and Happiness's iconic art and design style to create something different within this heavily crowded Battle Royale market space. This comes to the PC later in the year with an alpha available soon that you can join via the link in the video description below. At number 23, and with no sign of Skate 4 anytime soon, skateboarding simulation fans would be well advised to check out Session from the team at Creature Studios. Originally a kick-started project, Session uses a familiar dual-stick control system and will ship with a photo-cum-filming mode to capture your skills to share with the wider community. Session will be coming to the PC and an Xbox exclusive, launching Q3 in early access. In at number 22, Killer Queen Black is a console port of the hit multiplayer arcade game that's been redesigned specifically for the Switch. Players will be able to band together in 2 teams of up to 4. It's easy to see how this would be perfect for the little console and will be out later this year. At number 21, Zonic, the team behind Fee, is pulling together a new PlayStation VR game called Ghost Giant. Like Fee, Ghost Giant looks particularly adorable, where you play as the titular phantom, having made friends with what looks to be a boy-fox hybrid called Lewis, who with his family looks after and tends a sunflower farm in an out-of-the-way part of a local town. Number 20. While shown briefly at the Xbox event, Sable was one of the standout announcements for the PC gaming show. Looking like something we would expect to see within a graphic novel, players assume the role of a young wanderer called Sable, having found themselves on a large, strikingly rendered open-world barren planet. In perhaps a nod to the gameplay of Journey, you will be able to meet and befriend other characters whilst you explore the landscape and learn the history of the world's inhabitants and your place within it. This one comes to the PC and perhaps consoles some point next year. Number 19, and from 2 Point Studios, 2 Point Hospital showed off a new gameplay trailer and details where you design, build and run your own hospital. With a mix of zany and oddball humour, this wacky simulation game drops onto the PC at some point later this year. Number 18. While we didn't get to see any gameplay, the new trailer for Frogware's The Sinking City was certainly a rather eerie affair and suggests the central protagonist might not be fully in control of their actions or choices. This third-person detective game with its Lovecraft inspiration is set in 1920s America. That'll do without the normal checklist or quest markers, with investigation and discovery rather than monster hunting being the game's key focus. The Sinking City is coming later this year for the PC, PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Number 17. Knightcall, a game where you play as a taxi driver within Paris, had a new teaser trailer revealed at the PC Gaming Show. In this highly stylized noir adventure, you travel around the city uncovering details about a number of interconnected murders of clients from your taxi firm that have taken place around the capital. Having failed to reach its funding goals last year within a Kickstarter campaign, in 16th place we have Rajee, an ancient epic, which is now coming to the PC and the Xbox. Set in ancient India, you play as a young girl chosen by the gods to defend the human realm and rescue her brother from a demonic invasion. Our number 15 features characters and backgrounds created from clay, cloth, wood and other materials. Halibut looks unlike anything we've ever seen before. Reports on those who've had hands-on time with Harold say that while the mechanics are fairly simple, the overall story is very well written and this helps keep you driving forward. At number 14, Cuphead, the hard-as-nails run-and-gunner with a brilliantly done iconic 1930s art style, announced a DLC called The Delicious Last Course that features new weapons, charms, enemies, and a new isle, and will also come with a new playable character called Ms. Chalice. This comes exclusively to the PC and Xbox some point next year. Number 13. Double Fine showed up to E3 and presented a teaser for kids. This is described as an experimental interactive animation that's due out later this year onto the PC and mobile, where you move with and against crowds until everybody else is gone. While in all honesty we've no real idea what this all actually means, the figures' movements are strangely relaxing and we look forward to seeing more. Up now and at number 12, best known for their goat simulator, Coffee Stain Studio Satisfactory sees players take on the role of an engineer as they collect resources from jungles to deserts to build enormous factories with multiple floors, moving walkways and jump pads. Interestingly, for a building sim, this one features a first-person viewpoint and there's an alpha coming within the next few months. Number 11, and another one from the PC Gamer Show, Gloam Collective dropped their trailer for their Bravery Network online offering. This seems to be a 2D paper model affair within a world of turn-based underground battles with Pokemon-like elements. While there's little else to go on, we're drawn to its cool artwork and colour palette. Number 10, and developed by Dead Toast Entertainment, a team of one formerly of Media Molecule, My Friend Pedro is coming out on the PC and the Switch. It looks to be a colourful and violent affair with full-on action and physics-based mechanics, with at its centre a sentient banana hell-bent on destroying anything in its path. Number 9. Microsoft announced they are in the process of buying 4 studios, including Ninja Theory, who gave us Hellblade, Undead Labs, Compulsion Games and Playground Games, who respectively have brought us State of Decay, We Happy Few and Forza Horizon, while also creating another internal studio known as The Initiative. The message here is clear: with these acquisitions, Microsoft is buying game exclusives for their platform. Exciting times for sure. At number 8, and the standout moment of the E3 show from EA, The Sea of Solitude was announced as part of the Originals program. Developed by Joe Me, a small studio out of Berlin, it stars a girl who's been turned into a monster, with your goal being to discover how to turn back into a human. With the central theme of loneliness and how this affects people, The Sea of Solitude will drop onto the PC, PlayStation 4 and the Xbox in 2019. Our number 7, Hollow Knight, was first announced for the Switch in January 2017. It finally dropped in a surprise launch announcement during the Nintendo press event. So far, after an hour, we're very happy to report it's buttery smooth and keeps a solid frame rate of 60 FPS. If you haven't seen or played this one before, it really should be on the list of games you need to play. Number 6. The darling of the indie game scene for a fair while, with its cute design in Pokemon, Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing type gameplay, the team behind Oblets put a new trailer that highlighted how combat will work between your Oblet creatures. We were also shown more about the gameplay area and a look into the gardening mechanics and customization options. Oblets is still expected later this year onto the PC and the Xbox. At number 5, and published by Finji, who with their track record of indie game success stories certainly know how to take a game to market, and who this year showed a new gameplay trailer for Tunic, a game we got to see at this time last year. Coming from a one-person team, the game features an adorable looking fox with the inspiration from the SNES era Zelda games. You'll join it on a dangerous and mysterious open adventure. While cute to look at, the combat seems to require careful planning and decision making, and from this new footage, Tunic looks likely to pack a punch when it hits next year. Number 4. Previewed and released during the EA press conference, Unravel 2 is a fun-looking and playing follow-up to the original. Superb in co-op mode, the Yarnies feel faster and more controllable than the original, and with the addition of a second player, this adds a whole new depth to the proceedings. Since launch, many have questioned why this hasn't come to the Switch, given how the platform has given so much success to other co-op inspired games. In truth, the devs said they would love to launch on this platform, although for now, they lack the resources to do so. He's hoping this gets rectified soon enough. At number 3, and kickstarted back in early 2016, Knights and Bikes from Double Fine and the developers at Foam Swords dropped a new tightly produced trailer that goes into more of the game's story and shows off the island of Penfurzy and its various troubles, together with the mysteries and treasure the two main characters are chasing. While no release date was given, this one is coming to the PlayStation 4 and the PC. And at number 2, in the runners-up position, Ori and the Will of the Wisps will launch in 2019, with the developer showing off a new teaser trailer within the main slot of the Xbox press conference. Traditionally, such indies would have been shown within the ID at Xbox section, which is a fine measure of how highly Xbox holds this game in regards. Showing us plenty of new gameplay footage, Ori's as pretty looking as ever and coming to the Xbox One and Windows 10 stores. At our number 1 position for E3 2018, and something we just touched upon, we have the ID at Xbox sequence from the Xbox press show. In just a little over 120 seconds, Microsoft flew through 27 different games headed to their platforms, and we more than welcome the diversity, originality, and the direction Microsoft seemed to be taking in order to support the indie gaming scene and the overall ecosystem in general. As we recently reported here on Get Indie Gaming, the Microsoft of this generation has had a reputation of being hard to work with, and while such changes take time, Sony and the rest had better not get too comfortable. So, what did you think was the coolest and most expected or unexpected thing that happened for the indie gaming scene over the course of the show? Leave us a comment and let us know. If you liked the video, please click on the like. If you're not subscribed to our channel, then today would be a great time to do so if you're a fan of indie gaming. As always, we thank you very much for watching this video, and you can follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you again right here soon for more indie game videos.